So once again a new video from me. It's been quite slowly here on the YouTube channel. That's because I had to move the cockpit. I moved from another house to this house. I had to completely rebuild the cockpit, and I'm also this is my first flight. I've also installed a real expansion pack, so I haven't tried it. So I hope I can start it up. We are in New Zealand, Queenstown. And I think we'll be flying to Milford Sound if we can find it. I have to align the screens, they are not fixed yet. Also the cockpit isn't working. So you see these instruments aren't working, these two. This one is not working, those are not working. But just a quick flight to see if the controls are working. I hope they do. Also, it's for me the first time I use the real expansion package, so I hope it works. Let's see if I can fire her up. I have to turn the battery on. That works. Avionics should be off. They are off, yes. Now I turn on the alternator, fuel pump on, a little bit of fuel. Start the engine. Fuel pump off. Okay, that seems fine. Let's see if those work. Yes, this works. Now the avionics on. And this works. Okay, I think the runway is to my right, so I'll have to turn. Let's see if we can get her in the air. The engine RPMs are not working. Beta for your scenery. And I hope I can find Milford Sound. We have to fly I think to the northeast. Well, I'll try to turn the plane here. can see probably the screens, I mean the big screen in front, the Samsung monitor is pushed further to the front of the cockpit. That's why I have some gaps right on the left side. I don't like them, but I'll have to figure a way out how to improve that. What I do like is that we have a wider view because of those two openings. It's more realistic, and the Cessna also has that. I don't have a flight plan, so I don't know where I'm going. That's not where I'm supposed to be. I think I'm going the wrong way. Don't have a map, so perhaps it's better to turn around, create a new flight, make sure I'm heading the right way. Actually, let's see. I checked the map before I took off, and Milford should be to the west. And now I'm turning southwest. Well, that's a VFR flight. You don't know where you're going, so it's not a problem, I think. Just look at the scenery, it's amazing. If the Google Maps are correct, Google Earth, then we should now heading west across this site, and there should be in the middle of the lake there should be a small island, I think, and there should be also a gap between the mountains which we should follow. We should go into the west, so I think we have to make a right bank to the north, northwest, and when I'm reaching the island I should turn back to the west, follow the interstate which heads towards Milford Sound, and then we'll land in Milford. It's a flight from about probably 20 minutes, I thought, but I'm not sure exactly, because I haven't planned it right. It's just in the case of testing the new cockpit. The old cockpit was looked great from the YouTube movies and comments I saw. Guys like it, but actually it was a very small cockpit, but two monitors, the left and the right, hang on the ceiling of the attic, and front big screen, so I couldn't walk around. I had some requests from people to make a movie from the outside, but that was actually not possible because there was no outside. now there is. I made a complete platform so I can easily remove and move the cockpit around. And then I have just a big screen, and I will make a movie of that. Well, let's see. This looks okay. We should be heading north. Okay, that's good. And I think there is the island, as I mentioned before. Great country, New Zealand. I haven't been there. I live in Europe, but I wish I could go there someday. So anyway, back to the cockpit. Now it's a platform on wheels, so I can remove the complete cockpit and put it aside. And when I want to fly, I just have to roll it over in front of the monitor, big screen, and then it can be used. I only have to plug in one cable. Other cables have lengthened them, so I could easily move the cockpit. What I have to do is make the GPS module. I have already bought Leo Bodnar Pass. I have a small screen, so this should be come over here. I also, because I moved the cockpit, I had the opportunity to make it a little bit wider. It's now the real scale of the real Cessna. So as you can see, there's a gap over here. This should be rounded off, and now I think this complete part, the right part of the cockpit needs to be improved. And when I have time, I'll definitely do that. But for now, it's okay. I know it works because of this test flight. Small island, so we have to turn to the left. We have to follow the mountains, and I hope I can find Wilford, because I don't know exactly where it is located, but we are going to the right, following the right course. Also, I have another video camera which is recording this. Other one, I don't have the other one at the moment, so the GoPro, which is an old one. I hope the quality is just as good as the GoPro I have, and so you can enjoy the movies. You see the tiles are not 100% matching. You see there's a line between some tiles, but I think that's not a problem. I like this scenery, photo scenery better than the default scenery. Now I have to turn to the west. Let's see if we can find Wilford. I did this flight one time before, the old cockpit, and I actually crashed because I flew on some mountain. I didn't expect that. So yeah, it can happen. The problem is there's some very twisty curve. When you follow this mountain chains, you fly through the valley. Sometimes there's a corner in this valley, and there's a steep mountain behind the corner, so I didn't see it coming, and I flew right into it. Honestly, tremendous mountains. Yeah, that's great. Let's go a little bit up. Not going to crash this time. If I remember correctly, there should be a road in this valley. It's the valley to the right. Fourth Argent Field still climbing. Great mountains. What a great view. What a great sim X-Plane is. I really like it. I used to fly FSX, but I never had this feeling of being there in FSX because of the flight dynamics, I think, and also the stunning scenery. Puget Sound is a small airport, airstrip. It's located on the coast. So try to find it. Looks brilliant. A few weeks ago I had a flight in a real Cessna. Had a flight in a real Cessna from Maastricht. I'm not a pilot, I was a co-pilot, I was passenger. And it struck me how close this sim is to the real thing. I mean not only the dimensions, it's quite accurate, but also flight mode. You could feel, I could see the inputs the pilot was giving. And, I was amazed by the fact how it controlled the plane by using the same inputs I using this sim. So he used the throttle the same way, he used the rudder the same way. Very nice. Right. Still heading northwest. We should go more to the west. I think the ocean is in front of us. That's why I'm following this route, this direction. I'm amazed by the scenery. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. You see the lakes, the glaciers. It's started foot. Then I'll have to stop the flight because I have some real life things to do. Trying to find a foot smell. I don't have to radio frequency, so I cannot use navigation. See if the lights work. Don't think so. Landing lights. Windows for us. Great. Just great. So I guessed Milford was front of us. I was wrong. Let's see if I can recognize something. Don't have a map with me, don't have any navigation, so I'm really bad prepared, which I think I said it was the first flight of me in the cockpit, so I just wanted to try out if the controls work, and I think they do. Altimeter moves, as you can see. This works. This works. I have not the right frequency dialed in, so this also works. See you all soon. Bye bye.